You woke up this morning, got yourself a gun. There's the handgun. Now, as we know, ladies and gentlemen, as business is in order for the Republic of Amalfi, this is Doge Bernard, the composer of the, what the heck is it called? There's this, book that he just composed just recently, which seems like reflected on the events of the last episode. I believe it was called the Bernardiad, yes. The Song of Bernard. That's what the last episode was, basically, with the whole incapable of having children, his many lovers, and an epic rivalry war. Well, epic to him. Rivalry war with the king of Egypt. Not the pharaoh, but the king. So he composed the Bernardiad. Which, even though it is set during a great ancient war in Amalfi, if we're talking about ancient Amalfi, that means it would have to be around the time of Magna Graecia and all that. Still, it's just something that he just made up. But still, he's 40 years old while he's married to a Dalmatian woman who knows a lot about intrigue and very little of everything else. But if anybody's got issues with him, well then, how about you take it up against him, eh? Come on. Make your best shot. Also, I need a new core precision. And also, eventually, I got to get up to the rank of hero. And maybe one day I'll topple him. This old goof. And also, I got all this huge amount of money, and it's better wise to spend now or be sorry later. Or even both. Here's the levy size. This is something that's badly needed for Amalfi, is to expand the size of its military while increasing the tax income at the same time in order to keep up with the growth. Just increased levy size overall. Now, what is our most valuable? What happened to Alexandria? That used to be one of our most valuable. Looted province. Oh, right. War. Syracuse. It's got a bit of a restless province and an incestuous couple over there. I'll put my money into that. So let's spend big time by turning a trade post to a trade market, increasing its trade value and wealth. That's something that is needed. We need more of that. Oh, it's the Pocarios. They're still the owners of the Monte San Angelo trade post, which one day I want to have that back, even though I'm way over the limit. The things I do for love. Oh yes, the business focus. What am I missing? Intrigue. Yes, more fertility. That's what I needed. Because I have yet to have a son. And I am not leaving this world without a son. You hear me? A while after I spread the word that I am seeking the employ of a court position, one of the priests from Talmuyatha has arrived at my court. The cynical priest introduced himself as Rabbi and expressed a wish to serve me. Though seeing this individual is shunned by the rest of the priests, the religious authorities are unlikely to approve. Let me see it. Okay, an Egyptian Arabic. Monk, leave your dusty old tomes and come join my court. Even though we would religious authorities would feel annoyed by this, but does it look like I give a care? He's resting right now. All I can say is hurry up and drop dead, you evil racist Pope. He called me a slant-eyed ledger, so therefore I have every right to call him a racist. And then soon we're gonna have our first Pope who came from the Republic of Amalfi. Our fellow Longobard. Yes. He's my kind. Feel enthusiastic about that. Someone who represents the Republic. Even if it's going to be a short while, because who knows. So I will put my money in the campaign fund to get that man into the College of Cardinals, because he's a Latin. He knows that language of the papacy. He's our guy. Not to mention Prince Bishop. See? Latin culture as opposed to Langobard. As you can see, it's like Italian culture group plus 50. Latin plus Latin culture plus 50. Okay, it's actually the same, so it doesn't really matter. As long as it's Italian. Italiano. Bingo. My lover, Viviana, avoided me for some time now. On the rare occasions when we meet, turn to from the nights of passion, I remember to evenings of arguments and disagreements. It did not come as a shock. She told me she no longer loves me, but it hurts me. I thought it would. Well, we are getting old, so in the end, we parted as friends. Hope you understand. I understand you. Yikes. She could be a potential spy master. More attractive, and you consulted an exorcist. Yeah, you need to go see an exorcist, because the last thing I would want to see is you being another spy master. This is why I want a son. There's some unruly ladies gonna be in... ladies in waiting, so to speak. Thessalonica, my nephew. And he's also the heir to the kingdom of Lepanto. Sure, it's a deal. We don't live that far from each other, so whatever help you need, I'll be there for you. It's come to our attention that your daughter, Wissagata, remains outside our fold. May we humbly urge you to talk about becoming a member of the Champions of Perun, like her father? I don't think they'll allow female members in the society because of the Christian immersion mod. What? You sure? Go to the Warrior Lodge then. So I asked her to go through the initiation rite in order to join the Champions of Perun, even though she has an intrigue education. But keep in mind, you have a bunch of undecided. But I'd like to have more crown authority, get it back up to high. But I guess I have to do that till the next ruler, because I was a Slavic pagan briefly. Well, higher centralization sounds like a good idea, but I need more loyalists. I need somebody more cooperative. My very young daughter smiles broadly my encouragement. I never thought you would ask. I'll contact High Chief Dietrich right away, Father. I was just waiting for you to be ready. He's a Wendish. Oh, and they call him the Bellower because he's ugly and he's an imbecile. But do not underestimate him being a duelist. He may be as dumb as rocks, but He's a good fighter, but his old age is starting to catch up to him. So I'll wait for her once the trial is over for her. My very young daughter joined me for dinner tonight and not stop talking about her initiation duel. It was exhilarating, Father. Now I'm one of the champions of Peru. Knew it had it in you. She didn't get wounded. She won her duel. And therefore sympathy for pagans, because you're part of the warrior lodge now. And I gained 200 renown. Oi! Don't let these bastards escape. Now I command the respect of an elite warrior. Now I'm a formidable fighter. Now I'm ready to take on anyone. I want to have a son and I want it now. Courtier, you make a decent commander in future. Let me see. Orthodox leaflets. You got any money? Well, here's your penalty. I am not going to give anything to that racist Pope because he called me a slant-eyed lecher. I'm doing that for once. Because I wish for him to just drop dead right now. So that way our guy can... They change the votes. It's pretty close. Though my parents passed away for some time, I suddenly recalled a warm and happy memory from them today. Regardless of my feelings about them while they were alive, even after death, my memories of them could bring me joy. Called a happy memory of my parents. I am speaking in tongues, screaming obscenities at random times. Most often when a priest preaches, I am sometimes lying on the ground, writhing in apparent pain. I suddenly remember these things and people believed me to be possessed. Begone, foul demon! That can't be good. That's a health-related trait. I suggest that you go consult an exorcist. In your sorry state, you may need an exorcist. After a few comforting words from the priest, I sit down together with the priest exorcist. He sprinkles me with holy water while praying and holding my hand. His prayers are soothing, but I feel the fire within me growing and growing, and a sprinkled water burn. It burns! Well, I have the patient trait, so... Chris, at least some... Nope. Try again later. So you're gonna have to call again in 4 years to go see another exorcist. So please be patient, and thank you very much. So now get on for your business. Can you imagine a professional exorcist would say something like that to you? Just to say, oh, hey, please help me. I'm being possessed by some sort of evil being. Or whatever. But the only sin I have is just lust. So one would think it's probably some evil love goddess that's taken over my body or something. In fact, is there an evil Roman goddess of love or whoever? Does anybody know about that stuff? evil goddesses of love, even though they're supposed to be more virtuous, but I'm talking about the more evil form. And in the pantheon. That's the only reference I got. It can't be satanic unless he says so. By he, I mean you know who, but still. Yeah, things are getting a little silly around here. Should be good enough. But it gives me a little more combat skill, at least. She apostate? A witch? Oh, got gonorrhea. You got money? Well, I'll just say look over here once. Just try to be nice here. Just to increase a little more trade income. Neurotic fighter. My daughter confronted me today about my decision to have her join the championship room. She claims that the art of war does not appeal to her and she wishes to be a scholar instead. My eye, you are my daughter and you will obey me. I made her depressed. Again, it's not the kind of health trait that's going to kill you. It just makes you a little less attractive. God dang it. Wheat fields, butchery, fishery. Is that the best that the land has to offer? Last chance. Well, since our last fight, she's been very gloomy. Rarely even speaking to me or any of her friends. Forcing her to keep training to be a warrior might not have been the best decision on my part. She will learn to love it. Well, time for you to get back to prison, and I'm going to ransom you again as a penalty. I'm going to keep that to you till you learned your lesson. Holy sh... A lot of people just died just now. Okay, what happened here? Falk was slain by Grossoverso in personal combat. My acquaintance, Agorso, was slain by Grossoverso. And Theodolande von Cassata was slain by Grossoverso. Grossoverso. At least it'll be my wife. At least you got a loyalist. Grossoverso. Grosso. Is he in the court? Was that you? Did you kill them? Yes, you did. What the... what have you done? And you ain't no kinslayer. That boy ain't right. He's a novice fighter, and he fought 3 different people in one day. Killed the Englishman, he killed my cousin, and killed some possessed one, which at least I can understand, put her out of her misery. And since she was also, must have been hearing the voice of Jesus, and that boy just took her all out. And he wants to be the king of Thessalonica. There is something wrong with that boy, and I don't like it. Named it. Oh, Lord. What's going on in this republic? For now, it's gonna be you, kinsman, but here's the problem with you. Are you sure we have the same bloodline of all of us? Yes. Actually, it's not going to work. It does not say heir to the Republic of Crete. Still going to go to Thessalonica regardless, so it'll be Tassilo. Old Tassilo. That's it. Starting next year, when I get a little bit more money, I am going to forge me a bastard son. Yes, a non-aggression pact with you. Monte San Angelo is a great place for retired people to live. There you go. Just gonna turn you upside down, shake that money off of you. Migrants in Principato. Bastards. I'll till the end of Misrata. Good. How did a 7-year-old boy, a novice fighter, who has little weapon training, tuck out all 7 people? There goes my mother-in-law. Need a new domain overseer. Guess that'll be you. As time passes, don't seem to be capable of generating a son. You could try to fake one to ensure continuity of your lineage. Your intrigue, skill, and being deceitful or just could play a significant role if you take this decision. I want a son now. The strangest of quests. I almost never do this thing. Without a successor in my bloodline, instead of bowing to despair, I decided to search for an impostor that could pose to be my bastard heir. Now it's that time to decide who am I searching for. The younger the candidate, the bigger the chances and the higher the influence of over this personality, but the younger he is, the higher the risk of an early disaster for him. Well, I got plenty of years, so I'll be searching for a baby. Plan to get a small baby of my faked offspring, and I can educate him as I see fit. If I was 50, I would go for a young kid. If I'm in my 60s, give me a young adult. We're gonna go snatch somebody's baby, one would think. Ambushed! As I discreetly traveled around across my realm in order to find someone to be willing to be my fake heir, I was ambushed by a group of bandits of plan to ask for ransom, using me as bait. 1,000 gold ransom? Well, 96% chance that I dispatch everybody without being wounded because of my extremely high combat skill. But I might get wounded, 1% chance. I need even less of a chance of me getting maimed, severely injured, or become one-eyed, or one-legged, or one-handed, and 2% chance of death. Well, kill all this scum. So yeah, took them all out. What do you think you're messing with? Don't you know that I'm possessed by an evil being as well? Remember, your next appointment, 11:42. For your to go consult your exorcist. Tonight, the Mead Hall has been inflamed by rumors of a great eagle terrorizing the farmlands of Amalfi. Farmlands of Amalfi? It's a mountain country. The man who spotted the beast claims it is without a doubt one of Perun's children. Driven mad and after tasting human flesh, the older members of the lodge agreed that, as the Lord of Amalfi, it is my duty to track down and slay this beast. Oh dear. Let's see. Who's the best of the best of the best of the fighters? I could use you, Tarius Sharptongue of Wittenberg. He's Wendish, a duelist. He's also got a calm voice. And he's also a renowned physician back in his day. So let's go on a hunt to fell the great beast alongside with the chief of Wittenberg. I like how they call him Sharp Tongue, despite the fact he has a calm voice. Ima, it's your turn. But I am in the middle of something. I'm gonna go hunt this great eagle. You know, that's a thought. Not yet grown up, but I'll still send all of you to Bologna. Because I like to see my children be well educated. Before we leave for this perilous journey to slay the monster that is menacing my subjects, I should make an offering to God. Well, I did one time sacrifice a human being for my ancestors, for Saint Raphael. I made a sacrifice just for you. But now, I will make sacrifice to God. Yes, the Lord Himself. Blessed Jesus and the Virgin Mary, who I'm making a sacrifice to. So, make an offering to God to make sure that I am shielded from the paternal natural powers of the creature. I will burn the best cattle from my stock. This is for you, God, Lord, and of course Jesus Christ, the King of Kings and all that. But keep in mind, I am not zealous, nor cynical. The time has come for us to leave the safe confines of civilization and venture forth into the dark domain of the monster plaguing my lands. With Tarius and God's protection, I am sure to track down this creature and put it into the threat it poses to my subjects once and for all. Let the hunt begin! This is getting silly. Meanwhile, in spite of my discretion, as I try to find a good candidate to be my new male heir, I was approached by my spy master, who is my Dalmatian wife, who suggested he use her network of informers to increase my chances of success. It comes at a price, however. With so many people knowing about my quest, information might be leaked with disastrous results of my objective. Seems like a great idea. Amatka, Buditia, Buchia. How do you say that in the Dalmatian language? This better work. Meanwhile, the search for the Great Eagle has brought my expedition to the slopes of a barren hill. Despite beginning this hunt with the most unwavering resolution, I'm starting to feel uncertain of our chances of success. The journey to the creature's lair has been rife with weird signs and bad omens of the most grotesque and unsettling nature. My goodness. The southern Italian mountains. There's allegedly a giant eagle out there somewhere. And I made a sacrifice to God for it. Well, we're both pretty smart men. But I'll say, these signs, there must be another way to interpret them. I'll use my learning to reinterpret the bad omens. What kind of signs? Old Greco-Roman signs? Of a giant eagle? Yes. You know the eagle was one of the old symbols of the Roman Empire, right? And the Roman Republic. That old symbol. Yeah. That's what I think. It's probably that. I don't remember that man at all. But oil up the rack. He just got severely injured for it. They call me the Ruthless one. The great eagle is tucked in its nest. Its cruel, hooked beak barely pecking from under its wings. Finding the beast at its weakest gives us considerable advantage against it. Yet we must also be careful not to underestimate this formidable opponent, especially now that we are so close to succeeding our quest. There's a 92% chance that I will slay that beast. But I had prior hunting skills, so I know exactly how to deal with it. So I will slay the great beast. I managed to wound one of the eagle's wings as it takes off, leaving the beast unable to flee. The eagle screeches and leaps furiously towards me, its talons grasping for my eyes, but I'm able to push it away while taking over a few scratches. As the bird clumsily tries to take flight, I throw my spear, or in this case, use a handgun, shoot that eagle down, right through its chest, bringing it down for good. Woo. I'm just enthusiastic. But I'll make a trophy out of it. For an eagle talent for the next 100 years. Increasing the movement speed of it, combat skill and prestige. And he appreciates me that he's hunted with me. You goddamn right I did that. The fierce talent of a great eagle hunted down and slain by Doge Bernard after a long, perilous journey. Must learn on your own, because you're in the Warrior Lodge now. Oh, speaking of Warrior Lodge, hey, time for you to take that initiation rite. And when you're done, I'm going to send you to Bologna. A new heir. I had a discreet word with an acquaintance of mine regarding my quest to find an heir, and she was quick to present me with a small baby. As I hold him in my arms, he cried aloud. A mild lack of harmony for a few years. I'll take that. So I will see my new heir in my character sheet when I press this option. He is exactly as my eyes. I have a son! Listen, I know you had a headache and all that, but hey, since we didn't want to have, you know, together in the bedroom, but I guess adopting a child, so to speak, seems alright with you. Heir to the kingdom of Lepanto. Bullsh! He's gonna be my designated heir. No, he's not. Oh, god dang. Wait, it says heir to the Republic of Crete. Actually, this may work. But, Kingdom of Lepanto title. Does it even exist? Where is Lepanto? Oh, there it is. It's up there. This may complicate things. I'm happy that I got a son. But if you want to have a second son, be my guest. Oh, also plus, since we got a child, you didn't tell me to name me the child, so... You know, think of your ancestors. From long ago. Anastasia. Sounds fine. A legitimized bastard of a dubious blood. Yep, just a baby. For now. Bastards cannot inherit, but is legitimized, so therefore it'll work. Sit around prosper. There. This should work. The pipes of peace. As my opinion of my spouse increases, the relationship gets better. The part situation improves markedly. Finally, the days arrive. My capabilities are not hindered anymore. Days of tiresome quarrels are now behind us. Well, she's my lover and wife, so... What lack of harmony. My young daughter joined me for the night and does not stop talking about Nishido. It was exhilarating, father. Now one of the champions of Perun. Knew you had it in you. Now, I'm going to send you to Bologna. Hopefully you'll be a great student. So she'll be turning 15, and next year, we'll send her to the academy. Alright, you're a fellow Longobards now. He's putting a lot of money in the campaign fund, as did I. We just need more Amalfi Cardinals, that's all. This is the last time I'm going to do it to you. And the next time we catch you in the Orthodox leaflets, I'm gonna burn you at the stake. Oh, it started down there. Highly doubtful they'll come to Amalfi. But don't shut the gates yet. Just a funny thought. What's up with people trying to take a... Oh, this is different. In Misrata, there's a silver mine. Oh, bingo. Now, horn on for the men. Just borrow the money from the Jewish moneylenders and take a loan. Just a large loan. And we'll be confident that, Hey, you got any money? Because I need every little bit. Just let the trade wealth come in. And we'll be out of debt in no time. This is... Thessalonica wants to make Bulgaria a tributary. That's big. That is a big war. And we live right next to them. I'll accept it. We'll send him there. My hunting dog needs proper training if he is to perform well during hunts. I'll perhaps take a hand at this myself. Yeah, I'm done training personally. Yeah, we'll contribute to the war score by seizing down these areas there. I'm only intervening on a limited scale because we don't have the money to wage such a large-scale war. There's always a little catch for everything. Who are you? Trebizon. You brought allies? There's me, there's Trebizon, and the Ecumenical Patriarch. Ecumenical Patriarch? You are its suzerain. Didn't know that's independent realm who now pays as a suzerain to Thessalonica. Greek politics. I'm noticing that since the joining the Champions of Perun, my daughter's been eschewing her studies in favor of training with the other fires. It's become impossible for her to sit down and read a book. Well, that's how it should be. What kind of name is that? No, you idiot, that's this one. The Petronate. Pay attention. Kotor again. Put him here. No. Someone of higher learning. It's hardly any. A famous earl, well versed in diplomatic protocols, arrived at our court, proposed service to us, and our chairman says we can make good use of this man. Wait till you reach 1,000 ducats, and then you will pay back. I noticed one of my courtiers is feeding the birds out of my garden, throwing some breadcrumbs for the creature. Could I join in? Oh yeah, you failed a murder at one time. Which I could arrest you right now, but you're too valuable for me. My moodiness and tendency to lash out at people is getting worse. I sleep too little and can't seem to stop worrying. That's a lot of pressure. In the past months, I was spending a lot of time outside training my trusty hunting dog. And I find out the combination of daily physical exercise and fresh air are doing wonders for my health and constitution. Hunter, catch! My lord, there's a noble warrior at the gate. Says he's a veteran of many battles, and desires to become champion of your house. He praises your wisdom and honor, pledges to always defend you and your household if you accept him in your retinue. We do need more talented people in the court. I look forward to meeting each and every one of them. Flamboyant schemer. Off to Bologna with you. Don't want to see you ever here again for the time being. Because you'll be trouble. My rangers report a brilliant physician that is supposedly residing deep in the forest of Principato. The physician, a dwarf named Ima, no relation to my daughter, only ever leaves the forest only to heal the sick children in nearby villages with the right amount of cuts, and prays that she would likely agree to take a present to my court. Oh, she's a Cathar. She's dwarf, she's ugly, but a renowned physician. Strange little woman, but very skilled. Bring her to my court. And I swear to God, if you try to assassinate her because she's a Cathar, there's going to be problems between you and I. A famous bard. A woman this time. She's silver-tongued. Skilled diplomat. Man, everybody wants to come to Amalfi. I'm trying to raise money here, so I can repay this loan and everything. There are scholars who claim that one day we are able to make contraptions that allow us fly like the birds. Other thinkers say this is a possibility. As a genius, I say it is theoretically plausible. Physically, if we just, you know, interesting idealistic ideas. This character is showing us something which seems impossible, but surely if anything is possible, you have the willpower, right? As much as I'd like to go out there, but I don't want to risk my life and health for this. You take care of him. Don't get sick. I need you. Resign for your post. Need to name a designated region. Someone with very high stewardship. Well, I guess it'll be you. Even though you're Jewish, but still. People will respect you more. Because I'm gonna need to go rest for a while till this stress blows over. Because I got nothing better to do. Well, we can't right now because we're at war. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Nothing can go my way sometimes. Oop! Get up. Good God, ladies of intrigue. Who's there? Yeah, go ahead. I don't love her anymore. Sultan Murad of the Al-Jis Sultan aren't exactly the best times. I encourage the angry mob to burn down my trade post at Neko. My small garrison's been surrounded and the mob threatens to butcher them all unless we withdraw from Neko. Point out the wealth that the trade post brings to that. Pay off that huge loan. There. It's out of your hair. And repay it back to the moneylender. Friend, I don't want you to be fat. Don't do it. She's a good woman. Don't kill my wife, please. She's done nothing wrong. take revenge. Nobody's killing nobody here, alright? Calm down. None under my watch. That can't be good. I lost my patient trait. That's vital to get rid of that possessed trait. While we, the champions of Prune, always appreciate a good brawl, I think it's important that we always keep in mind of what we are fighting for. You should always keep in mind your responsibilities as well. You have a duty to lead and protect your subjects. Rulership sounds like a good idea. Alright, getting sick and tired of you. Burn him. You won an alliance. For 10 years. You got it. I always like to guarantee the independence of Monte Sant'Angelo. Now, Bulgaria. So the Ecumenical Patriarch, the Bulgaria, and Trebizond all pay tribute to Thessalonica, offered them money, and the relationship breaks when the suzerain dies. And he's got a lot of years ahead of him. He's the heir to Lepanto now, not you. Abjuration. So I proceeded. O unclean spirit, O mighty demon, I abjure you. Then I cut the flesh of my courtier and I drew impure blood. Proof that the spirit was feeling my wrath and that was in the way. The courtier fought me back. Be gone, demon, because I have the possessed trait. Now I just wounded some old fat broad. Clearly I'm getting out of hand. Look at the map. My eyes fixed the province of Acera. Yeah. It's a peaceful province. It would be interesting to use my martial skill and impress the people there. I will travel with a single escort across the province, visiting the most important places and talking with the local leaders there. I'll move the people by my courage and my availability. Yes, sounds like a plan. Pick my best bodyguard and go, because I have the brave personality trait. You're gonna be different, hopefully. I'm a bit concerned about my old lover. Tell her to eat less. So, taking on, if I start to eat less, she looks in better shape, slimmer and more graceful, as it is appropriate for the lady of her stature. What a lovely sight. The people, my people, looked at me in awe when I walked among them, speaking directly and frankly, with a martial attitude. I was almost received as a god. Yes, sir, local leaders have a new message to spread about me. I am an impressive leader. It's good to have brave... Oh, yeah, I should take resting now. I'll be going on vacation until the stress goes away. But is it possible that I should go see an exorcist while I'm away? Is that possible? Oh, lover died. It doesn't say. What? Revolt against the rule. It's only 2 counties. Plus, you got tributaries with you. They'll help you out. But I'm resting right now. Go away. I will take the rulership focus as soon as the stress is gone. That didn't take long. Okay, rulership it is. Yeah, let's do that. Let's save up a lot of money. Just don't do anything stupid, alright? What is the point of being a warrior if I have no one to defend? I should not forget what my duties is as Doge are. It is time that I focus on my energies of ruling my realm. It is the right thing to do. Quaker Oats. It's the right thing to do. All the good traits. Gotta congratulate for that. May become heroes sooner or later. Alright, silver mine in Miss Rata's finally done. Gotta make a fortune. Amma Urso got in a quarrel with the butcher's son. Apparently she demanded the boy to act as her pet, and upon the boy's refusal she grabbed him by the hair and spin him in circles before massively launching him to a tree. Emma is strong. My family's blood. Pasacos. Heir to the Castron. Yeah, you are a bad guy, so I prefer to... Gee, I don't know. Just ransom you? There's nothing else I could do for that goof. Let's rescue this man. Whoever he is. The flighting. Oh, here we go. We knew it was only a matter of time before this was coming, since I've been a member of the Warrior Lodge for long. Shaman Homga calls my name from the other side of the dining hall, standing on one of the long tables, challenging me to a flighting. Homger addresses the crowd, saying that there was never a man who could pleasure his lover swiftly as roses like it. Oh, it's because I have the lustful trait. Advantage goes to him. He's a Norseman, the shaman of Grad Mirski, the chancellor and co-physician of Galich. Oh god, she called me out for my lust, so I'll advantage him. Well, yeah? How does it feel to be the black sheep of your dynasty? If there even was one. Because he's got the proud trait, so it could be any man's game. I lost my temper. Seeing that I was unable to rebuke Holmgar's insults, the crowd quickly sided him, ensuring his victory. At the very least, after I admit defeat, he calms me down and orders a drink for the both of us, ensuring it was all done in good fun and it was not intention to seriously offend me. Oh god, if you say so. Oh man. And now they call him the Trickster. And he's got an exquisite ancient pottery. And I'll assume personal command because I have brave and deceitful traits along with pretty high intrigue and my martial education and all that. So I should be good. This should work. You need 2,500 gold to accomplish that little goal of yours. Successful rescue. Is unmitigated success. My agents perform expertly and the foreign individual is ready to join my court and share with us his detailed and valuable knowledge. Where the opposing ruler knows about what remains to be seen. An intriguer named Altish. That sounds like a Turkic name. So many talented people come to court lately. Oh, he's a Mahri. Never mind. Thought it sounded Turkic. The council is in the need of loyalists. You'll do. This man is he's outraged big time. He's never gonna get over that. You're gonna be the new bishop, because I don't want an angry man. Instead, you're gonna be great counselor. You're demoted, basically. Jewish counselor. Uh-huh. Those who are undecided, decide now. Because I'm gonna need your support. That includes you too. And I need one more. Nope. Sit. Oh shit. Despite our disagreement, you need your support. He'll say no because conflicting interests. Okay, then. Just wait for it here. I just need higher centralization to get more domain size just to reduce their negative opinion towards me regarding the... Thank you. The mission to transport a very valuable cargo brought a transfer my social was a success. I commanded everything with expertise, and it's with deep satisfaction I see the aberration from the men in my deed. Better yet, the treasury is now full. Thank you. I'll hold all your favors. Whatever you need. Photographer. Just put you there. Female soldier named Serenahilt. Every time I see the name Serenahilt, that's usually a strong woman's name. And in fact, she is. It's the one barony that I don't want personal control over. Rather give it to some other responsible people. A party of soldiers find a banner of Bishop Weimar of Pazzuli. Recently set up camp in the middle of the field belonging to a farmer in Amalfi. According to the farmer, their campfires spread out of control and his entire crop was reduced to ashes. He is brought to Mattarai court and demands compensation. You got all this money, you're not doing anything with it. You will compensate the farmer. Right here, right now. Your mess, your responsibility. That is the law of the land. High centralization. It's time to go see an exorcist. There's only a 20% chance of that happening. Had you had the patient trait, maybe you would have gotten rid of it. But I'm sure it's only a matter of time before any more possessed related events comes up and things are gonna get nasty. They call my daughter the trickster. Yeah, a war that I'm not involved in. Because they got this in the bag. One-eyed woman. You sure? Oh, give him a chance, please. I always give people a chance. If they don't, then fine, I'll give it to you. Jimmy, Chris, a formidable fighter. Wow. Your culture stays. You may be a Tuscan, but we're all Italians here. We all gotta stick together. Spend little as possible. While visiting one of the local markets, I happened to see someone rather attractive. Decided before I could reach them, they disappeared in the crowd. At least it'll fuel my imagination for a while. Hi, Candy. Oh my. Just let the money raise naturally. Do not take any loans. That's what it says. Despite my letter warning him to give up his attempts to rescue his spouse, a letter arrived this morning telling me to release the woman or else. What woman? Oh, I'm sure she's no threat, but I'll just say, I am tired of this. Here, have your woman back. We don't always get along. Who's that? Italy. Alright, Italy. You'll have that non-aggression pact. And if you want an alliance, I'd be most happy to help you. You hear that sound? Somebody made it up to level 4. Was it this one? Yes, it was this one. That was a good guess. The Al-Masjid Al-Haram. The ancient mosque has been a place of comfort for all Sunni followers. For time immemorial, the Kaaba could be seen from far away. Caravanserai, soup kitchen, minaret, the Kaaba. Yes, it is in Mecca. The holiest of holies for the Muslims. Recent bridge collapse, restaurants, thieves guild. Guess clearly Mecca has seen some better days. That was a good guess. My goodness, what a woman, what a woman, what a woman. She's a giant, she's strong, she's attractive. There's no one like her. Whoever wants to marry her has got to be the luckiest man in the world. Don't touch my daughter. Not for now. I hardly ever travel for coordinated ceremonies. I was about to say, any single Ursals out there? No, sir. Look again. Grasa. Makes sense. Kinsman, future heir to Thessalonica. The guy who killed 3 men. Or 3 people. Because I believe you being a killer, you would marry eventually in a couple of years' time, 3 years now. You will marry someone like her. And if I see your children, and if they're far away down the line within Thessalonican politics, I'll be sure to invite one of them and tell him to come to my court, live in Amalfi, and I may, you know, put him in his designated heir. Sure. A coronation ceremony for France, who is a vassal to the Holy Roman Empire. Boy, you've grown. What the is going on over there? Yeah, I'll be there because I got nothing better to do. King Louis the Third kneels before Pope Leo the Sixth. You know, the racist evil Pope. Who, God dang it, he's healthier than ever now. Oh, no wonder, he's a master physician. That's doubly unfortunate. And a mystic, too. So, as host of vassals surrounded in complete silence, the Pope blesses him and places the royal crown upon his head, proclaiming him King of France by the grace of God. Long live the king to you. Alright, the ceremony finished, he bid me farewell and dismissed from his court alongside all of his other guests. Hey, I just represent the Republic of Amalfi just in your recognition. You be diligent. Okay, she's the new marshal. She'll do good. Since you are going to be the future heir to the kingdom, I'll give you the learning education, and I will give you the best mind that the land has to offer, which is me. But honestly, I should give it to this man. Migrants in Malaise. Oh god, it's a large one. They're going to be really bothersome to us for a while. Your stewardship has jumped up. Not happening. Not happening either. Converted province. Was there any province that I hold that is not of our faith? There's one. Give that a shot. Now that you have all this money. You resting? Yes, he is. Come on, you cardinals. Drop dead, one of you. If I was the guy that had a lot of intrigue skill, I would just be a serial killer that kills cardinals, so we could put our own cardinals in. Sounds screwed up, but it is. It's just the way it is. That's the way the cookie crumbles. We'll end this episode soon. I'm actually gonna plan on ending it a little bit short. But the real question is, where is... That's what I was waiting on. It's like, when am I gonna get the hero point? I've seen William the Milk Drinker during a couple of gatherings of the Champions Brew. I cannot help but notice how the middle-aged man appears needlessly jumpy, flinching at jokes, turning down sparring matches. He needs guidance, I found myself muttering. As a warrior, he needs me. Here's a little jump. He agrees that he needs my help. In order to make him see things differently, we had to spend a few nights camping in the woods. Judging by the nervous laughter my proposal was met with, I suspect he is aware of the many dangers that wilderness holds. It's nothing for cowards, I conclude. Let's not get carried away here. Ah, Emma. The strong woman. The strong Tuscan. Recruit her. This should work. My fellow member of the Champions Bernard, back from our camping trip, does not seem to be enjoying himself, but I feel kind of he picked up a thing or two. Hopefully he will keep working on his bravery, even so. Maybe one day they'll call you with a different nickname. My very young daughters joined me for dinner tonight. Not stop talking about initiation duel. Yes, you did. Victory to you. Now, finally, this is something I wanted to end the episode with. Become a hero. And I guess apparently there is a shortage of heroes. There's only 3 heroes. But the maximum is 4. And only 4. And, whoa! You're already a veteran. Dang. You must be very good at what you do. Since they call you the trickster, I'm sure you've won many fighting games yourself. You'll do alright, to be real honest. They put a Latin over there. Well, I'm the hero now. So that means, well, the renown gain is still the same. And we gotta eventually get up to, 500 renown. The old man finally croaked. Lexios the Brave. So eventually, we gotta get to the legendary gathering, which is at 500 renown. And I'm starting to get a tad bit old for this, so this may or may not happen. And I don't know if I'll be around long enough to see Anastasia's grow to be 12 and get him recruited to the Warrior Lodge. He's my only son. My only son. Yes, yes. Don't say anything else. Don't say anything that would be considered silly in one's eyes. Alright? Because you want to drop that nonsense. But still, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to cut this episode shorter than usual. Because I want that next episode to be about, well, try to do everything to increase the renown. And get it up to 500 to have this legendary gathering. Which will unlock the Society Legend Progress Bar. And see if I will live long enough to reach up to 100%. And then many of us heroes will come and join together. So we can beat up who's in the way. And we become legends. Because probably in 2 episodes time, likely in 2 episodes time, we're going to see boys become men. And men become legends. And legends become gods. I am just boasting myself just to be saying such things like that and all. So I hope you people join us in this next episode. As the Doge Bernard, the Ruthless, will continue his reign. And we'll do whatever it takes to, you know, win the respect of everybody. And all that and more. I do not have a... Actually, I do have a lifestyle trait, unfortunately. I don't know if silver tongue counts. Maybe a little bull, but I don't know. Here's a thing for everything. But anyways, we'll see you in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.